What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and today's video is one that I've actually highlighted multiple times to the channel, and it's all about farming bosses in the summit. I mean, this is a method I've used to get the bighorn and other exotics as well. And the only reason I'm bringing it back up today is because, as most of you know, Title Update 16.1 was just released, and with that introduction, they have completely nerfed the manner in which you can get XP in the summit, so that floor 10 thing is no longer a thing. However, in a lot of the videos that I've highlighted floor 10, I'm already getting questions asking if the boss farming method still works. The answer is yes. So in today's video, I really want to take a few minutes, go over what the boss farm is and why, in my opinion, it is something they should definitely leave in the game. Now, if you happen to enjoy this video, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really does help the channel out. You can feel free to subscribe or join as well. And we do have giveaways here, but I will go over that information at the end of the video. Now, you can see by the footage, we're on floor 10 of the summit, and the best thing about this is that the difficulty or the layout of the floor doesn't matter whatsoever. Like, any of those combinations will work. You pick your targeted loot, and once you've done that, here's all you need to do, my friends. You go into the first room, you're going to take out NPCs. Now, once you see the boss, at that point, you're going to want to head into the boss's direction, immediately take them out. Now, when you do so, you want to pick up the loot, open up your menu, fast travel back to the lobby, and then rinse and repeat as many times as you like. Now, the most important aspect of this method, two things. You do not down your character, and you do not want to clear the floor. You have to keep at least one NPC alive, because otherwise you will be sent to floor 11. So again, like I said a moment ago, take out the named boss, pick up the loot. You'll see me open up my menu, fast travel back to the lobby, and then go from there, my friends. Now, at this point in the video, I want to give you my thoughts on why I think they should really leave this in the game, and please, most of you know this is, look, we're a family here. Let me know what you think in the description down below, and again, do me that favor, hit that like button if you're enjoying this video so far. So in my opinion, first of all, this has been here for 2 years, and it is a tool that people use to try to get one specific thing, and we all know, or at least I think, with the introduction of Countdown, that is by far the most efficient way to get a ton of loot in the game. I mean, I don't know too many people that jump into the summit. I mean, I know they did it for the XP farm, that's gone. However, I still get messages on a daily basis from people saying, you know what, I jumped into the summit, I jumped in floor 10, I was farming for a bit, I was really targeting those named bosses, finally got the memento backpack, I've been waiting to get it for the longest time, and that really changes their build. And look, I use the summit as a tool. I really don't use this as a place where I go and play, and to be honest with you, unless I'm looking for a specific exotic and trying to grind it out to help someone else find it, I am not really stepping foot in this mode whatsoever. So for a lot of people out there, this boss farming method is a tool that they use, and the best part is, and I said this earlier, you can do this on any difficulty whatsoever, so it levels the playing field for so many different gamers. I've gotten exotics on normal, hard, challenging, heroic, and obviously legendary as well. But for a lot of people who don't have a long time to play, they can jump in, they can maximize their gameplay, try to get some good loot in a short amount of time, and then be able to come back to floor 10 whenever they're ready. Now, the main reason I titled this video Farm This Area Now is because I have no idea if they're actually going to nerf this or not. And when we talk about what happened with the XP farm, that seemed to happen really quickly. And keep in mind as I say that, it's been in the game since the summit launched. I said this before, the summit launched on September 22nd of 2020. So it's been over 2 years. But since it was brought to our attention that they're considering making the change, within the matter of days it was done. It was not listed as what was going to be in 16.1. So for a lot of players, they're really on their toes on what to expect and what not to expect. I know this bummed a lot of players out. I'm one of them as well. And to be honest with you, I really didn't use that XP farm that often. But in my opinion, I don't understand, where did it hurt? Like, how did it hurt players? It was helping players who've maybe stepped away for a while get to shade level 1000. And you know, for me, it didn't really do that much harm. I would love to hear your thoughts down below as well. Now, one of the main reasons I do not think they're going to touch this boss loot farm is because it doesn't really have that big of an effect on your gameplay. And the reason I say that is most of the people that I know that do this, and please let me know in the comment section down below, most people do this to try to pinpoint an exotic, because we all know, like I said earlier with Countdown, that is how you're going to get a ton of named items. That's how you're going to get the best chances of getting god rolled things. It's not farming floor 10 bosses over and over again, but that does help your chance as far as your game time goes to be as efficient as possible to farm those named bosses. And again, the game has made it very clear, you have the best chance of getting an exotic to drop from a named enemy, so the fact that you can do this on any difficulty you want, regardless of your gameplay, your experience, talent, all that stuff, is a really good thing. Now, about a week ago, I put out a video titled, I farmed 100 bosses and this is what I found out. Like, just, I hit the summit, I farmed 100 bosses in a row, I changed the difficulty, directives, things like that. And I did wind up getting 7 exotics to drop out of 100 attempts, but again, it took me 2.5 hours. So look, no one is doing this thing nonstop. It's used as, a tool here and there. So I honestly do not see the point in them changing this. And keep in mind, as I'm recording this video, they have not even talked about changing this thing. I hope they don't, and please, as I said before, let me know what you think as well. Most of you already know this, but my main goal in creating this channel was to create a toxic-free gaming environment where people work together, help each other out. And the reason I wanted to end on this note is because over the last 8 hours, I've seen some horrible comments being made about the developers, the game designers, just everyone, community managers, things like that. And I want you to know here at this channel, that shit is never going to fly. If I see anything like that here, I will completely block you and ban you, whatever it is. Now keep in mind as I say that, having a conversation, I'm all about that. I don't like things getting nerfed. I don't like things changing. I don't like being told one thing and seeing another thing happen. But I also realize that this is a game and I'm a grown-ass human being, so I do not need to act like a child when certain things don't go the way I want. And again, I have all of you to thank for being such a great part of this community. We are toxic free. We have conversations, and I'm so thankful you're a part of this family. With all that being said, my friends, I'm going to start to wrap this up. Now, to be clear, these are not the types of videos I enjoy putting together. I want to bring you news updates, farming videos, build videos, things like that. However, I also want to make sure I keep you aware of what's going on in the community. And part of that is going over the good and the bad. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, we do have giveaways here. Our current one is for a PlayStation 5. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced on October 2nd of this year. On that note, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. However, like I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, if you enjoyed this, do me a favor, hit that like button. You can feel free to hit that subscribe or join button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.